Code everything.
Hey guys, in this episode of Ask a Dev, we're going to be talking about a couple things you can do to your LinkedIn to showcase that you're learning how to code. This is really for those junior developers, people trying to become junior developers rather. It can be a little intimidating having a LinkedIn page and all you have on there is like Domino's, Subway, like jobs that aren't related at all to what you're doing. And I want to show you some of the things I put on my resume before I got my current job as a web engineer. And just kind of give you some feedback based off of what I've been told by recruiters, what I've been told by people who I've been working with, who ended up getting me the job and, saw my LinkedIn, clicked on a few things, asked me questions, was like, all right, cool. So the first and foremost, if you don't have a LinkedIn, you are shooting yourself in the foot. Make a LinkedIn. It doesn't matter if you have nothing relevant to put on it. We're going to talk about some of the things that you can go to get something relevant on it. Now, the first thing that you should do is have a picture. A picture just kind of showcases that you're a real person, that you exist, that there's studies that show having a picture really help you. If you're really uncomfortable with it, get comfortable. That's my advice. You're a professional, and this is a professional networking site, and that's kind of the point of LinkedIn. Now, if you don't take advantage of your introduction, you're really doing yourself a disservice. I have a very detailed introduction here talking about what I'm working on, what I'm learning, really pushing forward that, hey, I'm trying to advance as a developer. These are the technologies I'm learning. And in my resume section, you'll see what technologies I know and I've been working in. And one of the things that really got me a lot of help was the fact that I put my videos here. In the past, these were jQuery tutorials going over like the Open Weather API and things of that nature. I also have a little code.org participation, so that showcases that, hey, I can code because I have these tutorials, which ended up helping me get a job. My coworker, who ended up moved me along the ladder because he watched 2 or 3 of my videos. From it, he saw, hey, I think I can work with this guy, and he seems to know what he's doing. And then it moved up the ladder, and I ended up getting my job. And it's a little more complicated than that, but at the same time, not really. When they're looking to hire a junior developer, what they're looking to hire is someone who's eager, someone who's learning, and someone who's trying to, who they think they can work with. And that's one of the things I think you should really do is make a video portfolio or video introduction, if you will, and put it in your introduction here. So instead of maybe this Wikipedia API project, what you could do is have a video there just on your YouTube channel. It's all free. Record it and talk about yourself. Talk about what technologies what technologies you're comfortable with, I should say, and what projects you have, what hackathons you've gone to, what you've been learning, what tools you've been using to learn. And really introduce yourself and show that you're part of the coding community, active, and kind of give them an introduction to you, because they're going to be hiring you based off, yes, your skills, but also how does this guy communicate? Do I think I can work with him or her? And those sort of more personal things. Is he eager? Is he learning? So really take advantage of that in your introduction section. So if you have nothing at all, at the very least right here, you can put a video introducing yourself, your experience with code, and if you a month later, update that video if you have more relevant things to put in there. I highly encourage doing that. It'll take you maybe 30 minutes to kind of just free flow talk. Maybe you have some things to show if you want to get fancy with it. The next thing is, if you have any relevant experience, obviously put this on here, but you can see right here, I took a job right here at a software company where I was working at making videos and things of that nature, not touching code at all. Closest I got was wireframing. But when you come to these jobs, if you can, get a letter of recommendation. So right here, I have a letter of recommendation. I have letters of recommendation for every job I have, pretty much. This was as a web design intern. These are, but say you don't have any of this, right? No problem. What you want, we'll see more positions. You'll see I have letters of recommendation as a delivery driver at Domino's right here. So I literally encourage you to put, and obviously fill out all your information. It's better to have all your jobs on there because that's what LinkedIn is for. It's your entire job history. So obviously your more relevant stuff's your more recent stuff's gonna be more relevant. But in these past jobs, have letters of recommendation and put them right on there. And if you have any media that's related to it, put that on there as well. Now let's keep going down. Education. So let's talk about this free code camp section right here. This is a free certificate. Granted, you have to put a lot of time and work into it, but with this a free certificate, there's going to be some skepticism, and it's really your job to sell them on this certificate. At least make it a good talking point when you're talking to a recruiter. What you see here in my example, not only do I have the actual certificate up here, I also have a very detailed description of what it covered. It's an estimated 500 hours of coursework, includes HTML5, CSS, JavaScript, and jQuery, 10 basic, intermediate, and advanced projects, so you have 10 projects, 16 algorithms, 21 intermediate, and 5 advanced. And I put a little sentence here about going on my YouTube, going in depth about these. This is really how you need to sell your certificate section to showcase what an accomplishment it really is, because they've never heard of Free Code Camp and all the work that goes into it. It's up to you to sell it. And same thing if you went to a coding boot camp. This is a traditional coding boot camp. This is also the place where you need to sell it as well. Now, if you have volunteer experience, this is another section that you can fill out. And you're saying, well, Dylan, I haven't completed Free Code Camp. I haven't gone to a boot camp, so I don't have anything relevant for there. Fine. Volunteer experience. You can always volunteer through code.org. I have my, you saw my certificate before. I also have it up on the wall right there, because I think it's important to kind of showcase that you're supporting the community. Here's another example of me showcasing that I volunteered with code.org. You can sign up today at any skill level and volunteer, or have people reach out to you to go and teach kids code, talk about code, get them interested in technology. Just be an active member in site. This looks great, and this is something that's completely free. It just takes a little bit of your time and energy, but it's great to put on your LinkedIn. And if you have anything else, in this example, I have a couple other things where if you're in college right now and you're like, how can I build up my resume, or at least my volunteer and associations, join ACM. Almost every computer science program will have the Association of Computer Machinery club. Go ahead and join that, or any additional organizations, such as honorsociety.org is a honor society that is traditionally for honor students, but they've opened it up for everybody. You get tons of resources, and you become a member. It kind of showcases that you're trying to go that extra level. That's another example of something you could do on there as well. Now, you want to put your featured skills and endorsements, and I'm actually going to go through here and remove ones that aren't related to code, because most of the time people just kind of thumbs up your top ones and call it a day. I'm going to go through here, remove all my my non-coding related ones, because I want people to thumb up my JavaScript. I want people to thumb up my AngularJS. Now, does this really have a big impact? No. But these are all the little things that you really need to do to have a strong LinkedIn, especially when you're just getting started and you're new, and some of these smaller things may not come to you. So, courses. If you have any coursework, make sure you put it in here. I have all my college coursework covering programming, physics, calculus, things that are related to the field, right? All my CS courses. Now, certifications. This is another section where you can really blow up your resume a little bit to show that, hey, I'm hungry, hey, I'm learning. Yeah, it's just a single solo learn course, but you can see that this is what I'm spending my time doing. December 26, 2016, January 2017, a steady progression, February 2017, of me doing PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, jQuery. This is a small little thing to really sell the point that, hey, I'm not going to put this on my resume per se, but when a recruiter comes to my LinkedIn, or an employer looks at my LinkedIn and they're trying to see more about me, they go, hey, I saw his resume, it's worth checking out his LinkedIn. They see these additional things that showcase, you know what, this guy actually really seems to like code, because that's what they're looking to hire. They're looking to hire someone who's eager and enjoys it and is continuing to learn, because that's what you look for in a junior developer. And if you have any honors and awards, go ahead and put that in here. But this project section, now I'm guilty of not putting a great project in here as well, but I can tell you, excuse me, that when I was having my phone interview, I talked about my hackathon that I went to. Include all your hackathons in your project section, and definitely put that on your resume in your project section as well. It shows a couple things. One, it shows that you're interested in coding and challenging yourself. 2, it shows that you can work with a team. And 3, it shows that you are really, really interested in the community, and that is good because they want to hire someone who's eager, who can work with people, and likes what they do. There's plenty of people out there that may want to just take a paycheck and not really be committed. That's not that they're looking for a junior developer. They're looking for somebody eager who enjoys it and they can groom to work their way up to a senior developer spot and stay with the company. And things like hackathons to show, hey, I'm actually jumping around. I enjoy this. It's not like I just took 2 months and called it a day. These are projects where you can do it. And all your free code camp projects or any other projects, college projects, boot camp projects, this is where you need to put it. Describe the project. Go into detail about what technologies you use. You can see right here, I use HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, Esri API, YouTube API. I put Bootstrap twice there. I just realized I got to change that. JavaScript, Git, jQuery. That's what I used because that's what I knew. I didn't know Angular or anything, but it was more about me going to the hackathon, showcasing that I understood Ajax calls than anything else. Now, definitely put all this on your resume. These are kind of the little things that you can do when you don't have any resume experience. That's kind of my 2 cents. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you take advantage of these things if you knew how to do it or didn't know. And if you don't have a LinkedIn, you are really shooting yourself in the foot. Get it together and get yourself a LinkedIn. It's just the way of the world now, guys. But as always, thank you for watching. If you're interested in joining our coding group, it's in the description below. It's called Code Tech and Caffeine. And if you want to support me, patreon.com/codingtutorials360. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you're interested in coding bootcamp, check out devmountain.com, where housing is included in your price of tuition. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and support me on Patreon. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.